the 2-second delay from my computer. Hey, Kendall. Let me get this music down. You know, it's always a process. It's steps. It's steps with your girl. Everybody else, you know, they just look like they do it so effortlessly, but I'm just gonna come in here and show you the process. You know. It's just what I do. Mm. Get everything up there. So funny. I do have my I actually have some. It says take care of yourself, which is very fitting for this Pajama Sundays. But I got my tea, my immune and stress tea because baby, okay. Give the good people some time to come into the room. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Mic check, check, check. I just have to get used to leaning more to this side where the microphone is. You know what? Let me do my little intro for you guys until I get people in here. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to Pajama Sundays. If it's your first time here, welcome. I hope that you'll find a reason to subscribe, share with a friend, and return for future content. If you're returning, thank you so much for your continued support. You have no idea how much I appreciate you all. I am here to give a quick word, affirmation, reflection, or quick chat, if you will, to help you start your week. In case you're new here, the focus of Pajama Sundays is a mental health, self-care, and inspiration. Now that I got Hey Kendall, now that I got my little intro out of the way, I'm not sure. It's a blend of things. I think that Yogi tea and it's immune and stress, which I need both right about now because the stress levels is stressing and we're here to talk about stress today. And also I got a little Thank you. And you know, I thought I had everything prepared. I got my lights, I got my little, everything I need to go here, but forgot to turn the air on. Hey Shayna, this is gonna be a standard. Me texting my son saying, "Can you please turn the air on? Because I'm hot and I'm drinking tea and I got these hot." Although it was a little chilly out today, I ran out to the store this morning to get a couple of things because even though I went to the store yesterday, I forgot some things. It just be like that sometimes. So I ran to get some stuff to cook for dinner tonight and some stuff for tomorrow, just to hold me over because it was early. And I needed to get back before my son needed to use the car. So I'm like, let me skirt on here. And then I came back and I was like, it's a little chilly. So yeah, so I got these PJs on. These are my PJs from Target. Took my shower, got all nice and warm and put these on. But now between the lights and the pajamas and the tea, it's a little too hot for you, girl. Hold on 1 second. And hopefully you don't hear the little one outside making noise for his friends. Okay, boom, done. Yeah, I like it. I just wasn't expecting it. Well, actually, I should have because it was 70s last week, and I knew this week it was going to go back down to 60s, which 60s is like perfect for me. Could wear a little sweater, some jeans. We don't have to wear that heavy coat. So it is kind of just how I like it. I just was like, sometimes especially when I have to go to work, I don't be paying attention. But I did throw sweats on, so it wasn't like I went out there and I was cold. But then when I came back in, I was like, and my son ran out there in a t-shirt and some shorts, and I was like, baby, come back, put the little jacket on. Did you? Okay, see, I have 2 episodes left to watch, but I'm really liking it. It kind of gives you not the same exact thing, but it's giving you like that insecure vibe, like the little dry comedy. African Netflix, I love, and BB stuff, I love, and it's an A24 production, I believe, also. So, guess I am ready for season 2. I said, y'all gonna make me keep this doggone show. Make me keep this, or maybe I'll just get it back when it comes back on. So yes, we are here for Pajama Sundays. I gave you guys my little spiel. And we like to start with a little mental health check-in. So as you guys already know, if you've been keeping up with me, I hurt my shoulder. I went back to work. It's been a long week. The week was long. I kind of had light duty. It is still bothering me a little bit, but I do have to go back to the doctor. So if he doesn't say that I need physical therapy, I'm gonna ask him if there's anything that I could perhaps do at home physical therapy wise, just to because now I'm trying to use my left side a little bit more because I'm right dominant. Use my right for everything. So I'm trying to put more on the left, but then the left is like, hey, hold up, wait a minute. You don't normally do all that. So I kind of got a balance, but yeah. And then I had a like evaluation the second day I got back to work. I was like, isn't this fun? But other than that, and this little bit of throat thing I got going on here, it's been okay. I think kind of what turned it around, I had a meeting with my therapist on Friday, and she kind of always gets me back in line and gets me in perspective. And then, I'll do the Ready to Love panel with Shayna MCD, who's here, the Bell Perspective TV and D movie man. And that just always brightens my spirits to just, get to talk to people. That social aspect, some people don't realize that's just so important. No, I do still have it, but I kind of take I can't really wear it at work. It just would get in the way. But I do still have it. It was funny because that's what my youngest was like, you need to put your at least he's trying to take care of his mama. How are you guys doing? Oh, I got to take this down because it blocks the hearts. I always allow you guys either to, speak your speech and let me know how you guys are doing, or drop a heart. Hopefully, look, I didn't look to see that the colors coincide to the colors on the, hopefully it does. I think all those hearts are emoji hearts. Where's my thing? Because I can never read it on the screen. I don't want to sit this close to read it. Let's pull it up on my phone. So a red is, I am full of love and doing amazing. Ooh, I aspire to get there, y'all. Blue is, I am happy and feeling great. I'll also take that one. Orange is, I'm feeling pretty good. Black is, could be better, could be worse, but I'm okay. Yellow is, I'm functioning, but I feel anxious or worried. Pink is I'm having a hard time and wouldn't mind having someone to talk to. Green is, I feel lost or broken inside. And purple is, I'm in a really dark place and need someone to talk to. I would say I'm somewhere between a black, black, yellow, and pink. I could be better, but I could be worse. And some moments I feel like I'm doing okay, and then some it's like a yellow, child, I'm functioning, but I feel anxious and worried. I did take my ashwagandha this morning. And sometimes it's a little bit of having a hard time and wouldn't mind somebody to talk to, which is what I appreciate this for. Oh, yes, baby. I got to go to the store and pick up my medication. Well, not pick up, get some medication, because that's something that I struggle with too. And we'll see as the life progresses, the nose starts doing what the nose starts to do. Oh, you're red and blue, Kendall. That is excellent. We love to hear it. Love, 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 love. That's what I'm aspiring. That's what I'm aspiring to. I'm not in the green and the purple. So, we take what we can get. Ooh, excuse me. Sometimes we take it day by day, and sometimes it's moment by moment. And I'm at a moment by moment. I'm at a moment by moment. The day's got its ups and its downs, and Yeah, oops, sorry. Not the little ones outside and the 15-year-olds screaming. Child, okay. So we're here to talk about stress because that is one thing that we can all relate to, and it's been a thing for me because stress is linked to so many things. You got stress, it's linked to depression, it's linked to anxiety, it's linked to your health health being bad. So I definitely felt like it's a topic we're always going to talk about, but I'm like, this is what we're gonna go with today. I learned to let go. I can't control. It was a journey. I'm working on that. I'm working on that. I'm working on letting go of things I can't control and kind of going with the flow. Because sometimes life throws you curveballs, and I have to just be like, okay, we're not gonna stress ourselves out over here. You just gonna move out the way and keep pushing. It might be something little. You may have something planned for dinner, and then you go in there and you'll be like, oh, I don't have that. And sometimes I could be that person. I'm a very person that tends to get very stressed out, and it's not a good thing. But I'm like, sometimes I learn to be like, okay, well, we're not going to have that. I guess we are going to have this tonight. And that's kind of also why I do plan a menu out for the week. I put it on the board in the kitchen for the kids so they can see. And now I start putting at the bottom that is subject to change because my oldest son be the one that was like always in the mood for, well, you know what? I came in from work late, forgot to take this out, forgot to remind you. Anything happens, and sometimes you got to change it up. So I put that up there. It gives me a guide, that I know what I have to get when I go shopping, but also, it kind of keeps me in a headspace a little organized because right now it's a lot of disorganization around me. So I have to get to that, but that's, little small things. Definitely. Just redirection. Oh, now I don't know if he's inside or outside. Redirection, learning that, okay, just let it go and move on to the next thing. If it's something that's not a big deal, sometimes it might be something big and it will really just cause you to have to slow down. But if it's something small, trying to learn to just adjust to the small things because stress can affect our body. And this breaks it down. It goes into our brain, cardiovascular, joints and muscles, immune system, skin, gut, and reproductive system. Now, in terms of our brain, we will have difficulty concentrating, anxiety, depression, irritability, and mood and mind fog. I am sure we can all relate to that. Like I was saying with the depression and the anxiety, those are two things that I suffer with. That's like a family thing. So we're working with the therapist with that. I don't know if eventually that, it'll be something that we're going to try medication for. I've tried it before, medication before, but the one they gave me didn't really work. So I don't know whether we're going to go that route again. I am doing the ashwagandha for the anxiety. I found this herbalist on TikTok. I believe it's DJ Herbalist, but that's not her business name. I think it's J Bella Holistic is her business name. So I just ordered some herbs from her. That's supposed to help with depression and anxiety. Also, I got my crystal lady, so I might have to go order me a little amethyst or something. But yeah, so I'm just doing anything I can, herbally or in terms of meditation, yoga that I've been trying to get back to. I got this balance app on my phone. I think it's like $80 for the year, but they were advertising it on Instagram free for the year. So I have that. It has meditations and all those type of things. So if you guys are interested in going to try that out, I was keeping up with that consistently. And then I kind of got off the rails. But now I see that they have one that you can do while you're walking because a lot of them, they want you to sit and meditate. They have one for, you got one for bedtime. You got one for waking up. And it's different things that you can go through. So I'm going to try to get more back into that and into my yoga. And like I said, anything that I can do that's going to help, my mood, because sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's not. Sometimes, you blow up, but then later I'm like, yeah, that wasn't, especially when it comes to the kids. Like, I came from a house to screaming and yelling, and I couldn't stand it. So, um, yeah, it's my work in progress. Yes. And I used to do yoga before. I was telling my therapist, because she was like, yoga, like, when are you gonna? And I said, yeah, I started taking it many, many years ago at the library. It was a free program. I loved the lady that was doing it. And then she ended up moving to like Pennsylvania, and I haven't like got back to it, got back to it since. Also, like I said, it was free. So free is always a good thing. So, I do have, I can't think of her name. I will try and put it either in the description box when we get off of here. There's two ladies, one I follow more than the other, that do yoga on YouTube. So that is the direction I will be taking, because, money is precious right now. So cardiovascular, and this is how the stresses are affecting our health. High cholesterol, which, Lord, knock on wood, that's another thing in our family. I have managed to dodge that up until this point. High blood pressure, that doesn't really seem to be much of a thing in my family, but in the Black community, I know it can be. Increased risk of heart attack and stroke. I worry about it, okay? I worry about it. And, now you hear of a lot more young people that are having strokes, having heart attacks. I'm like, it just gives you something to think about in terms of calming down. I know I have to do better with the eating and the exercise, but steadying your nerves and trying to get through this stress. Joints and muscles increase inflammation, tension, aches, pains, and muscle tightness. Yeah. Okay. Immune system, decrease immune function, lowered immune defenses, increased risk of becoming ill, and increased recovery time. And that's why I say, you do not take the rest, your body is going to take the rest for you. It will shut you down physically. And I've had to learn that one too many times. So I'm trying to do better with that. Skin, we have hair loss, dull and brittle hair, brittle nails, dry skin, acne, and delayed tissue repair. So, ladies, if you're trying to hold on to that vanity, you got to manage those stress levels. Gut, and this is another huge one. There's somebody on Instagram. I try to take resources from anywhere I can. I love, my Black women that give me the information. I just take it and I absorb it. There's a lady that I found that focuses on your gut health, because with women, that's a place that we tend to hold our stress, and it causes us a lot of health issues. So we got nutrient absorption, diarrhea, constipation, indigesting, bloating, pain, and discomfort. So if you've been experiencing any of those, for me, you could throw back pain in there, because sometimes that's all, linked to it. The younger generation aren't as active, because and that's why I can appreciate my youngest, because he still likes to get out there and run around and be active now. Sometimes I do want him to go sit his ass down, but that's true. That's definitely true. And you need it. You need it, because I work my body a lot on my job, which is another reason I was telling my therapist I wanted to get back to the yoga, because I'm like, I have to figure out how to equally balance either side, and just, get my body used to like stretching itself, comfortably, because I'm like, my body feels very old for being in my 40s, and there's no reason for that. So that's something you can kind of work with. That's where the yoga, she said, Pilates, not so much the machine, but I may look into that. We're gonna go with the yoga first though. But she was saying same thing. You can go online and find things for free in terms of Pilates. Your reproductive system, you have decreased hormone production. I'm not worried about that. Decreased libido and increase in PMS symptoms. So we're just targeting different areas of the body. And I just want you guys to see how their stress affects you, so we can try and move away from it. Now, I know it's not easy, because like, I'm not perfect. Like, I don't get up here, like, I'm not a therapist. I don't have all the answers. I don't do everything right. I'm going through it the same way you guys are going through it. It helps me to get up here and talk to you guys. So I've said it before in my pre-recorded. This is just as much for me as it is for you. This is not me, pointing a finger and saying, you need to do this because, I got to point the finger back at me. You need to do this. And sometimes I be, in the shower, I have a minute to myself and I'm like, you can't get on here and be telling the people to do this and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So understand, I do try to take all the things information I give to you guys, and I have so much more screenshots. I have stuff on Pinterest. I save any information wherever I can get it from. Like I said, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, especially if, it's a Black woman, because, we can relate to each other in these ways, giving me that word of advice. I take it all in. Yeah, I'm going to look into it. I've never done Pilates before. Yoga, at least I have the basics. I know I can't do like certain things, but like, ooh, baby, I can do it, but I hate a plank. That's the upper body strength. I hate a plank. They are not my friend, but these are just, hold on one second. Let me see if I can mute it because I don't know. There we go. Pardon me, let me have some tea real quick. Now, this is the short list, and I also have a long list after this that we are going to move through. So these are 5 ways to feel less stressed. Number 1 is take a break from things that are upsetting, and that includes news. I don't watch the news. I just don't. So sometimes I'll be 2 steps behind. I mean, we got YouTube, we got all the social media, and sometimes you get all the news that you need right there. But I don't watch a lot of news because it tends to be depressing. Like, you want to stay up on things, but at the same time, it's like sometimes you got to take a step away. Number 2 is to prioritize your sleep to maintain productivity and keep your mind clear. The struggle is real. Sometimes I have issues with, once I get to sleep, staying asleep, but also going to bed at a decent time. Like I've said before, I do get up with my 15-year-old to make sure he gets out the door and gets on the bus, because if he misses the bus, it's a whole thing. So that's like, he's on the bus by like 6 something in the morning. So yeah, when I'm telling him he needs to go to bed at 9 or 10 o'clock, he's just looking at me like I'm crazy. I have tried all the things, Shane. I have tried the melatonin, and some things work, but I feel like once your body gets used to it, sometimes it doesn't. So I've done melatonin. I kind of tread lightly with that because your body naturally produces melatonin, and they say if you start taking small doses, you're gonna have to keep up and up and up and up for it to work. So I stopped that. I did CBD the first time I took it. That worked. Because before we got into this whole thing where he was in the high school, this is the 2nd year now, my issue was like I could get like 5 hours or 4 hours of like steady, like good sleep. And then it was like I would wake up and I'd be like, dang, I'll be so mad with myself. So that's when I started trying melatonin. The CBD worked the first, 2nd day. I don't know if maybe I just didn't have a dosage that was high enough. They have tinctures and stuff like that. I haven't tried that. The Balance app, there's a guy that you do the sleep meditation. His voice always puts me to sleep. But like I said, the issue ain't getting to sleep because I could turn the TV and fall asleep. The issue is staying asleep. I haven't been using my diffuser. What else have I tried? The ashwagandha, if you take a couple of those, will put you out too. But tart cherry juice helps. But like I said, I got the Herbal lady, so I ordered the relaxation thing from her, and that's supposed to be good for sleep too. So yeah, I am right there with you. If I find anything good that seems to work, I will let you know. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. And I've been telling the kids that for years because here to go to nosing. Their doctor, and any place you look, will tell you that you're supposed to, I think it's like 20 minutes. 20 minutes before you go to sleep. I mean, if you could take as much as you want, but at least 20 minutes before bedtime, so no screen time. And Sometimes I do that and sometimes I don't. And my little one be like, because he likes to watch the TV, but then he'll watch the TV and want to watch the show. Like me, I'm going to watch it and fall asleep, which is not a good thing. But he'll be like, oh, I got to see what happens. I'm like, B, you done seen this 2011 times. So I keep saying, turn that TV off, turn the screens off. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I said the problem is not always going to sleep. For me, it's staying asleep. Um, just feeling like you have enough hours in the day. It doesn't, as a parent, that's like, yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I've also tried I don't know if it was indica. It wasn't CBD. There's another gummy that I tried that did work. But I think that had like some THC or something in it. But trying to take something, trying to do herbal, mellow down. Number 3 on the list is get plenty of sunshine and do things you enjoy to unwind at the end of the day. The sunshine I am getting, unwinding at the end of the day, yeah, we gonna have to work on it. I'm not sure, and I think at this point, Kendall, I threw it out because I was told my son that he could have them if he wanted because he does take melatonin, and I told him like, please don't take them every night, like because we still have them. I still take them. Sometimes I give them to my little one, but everybody has different. Like there's one for kids, there's one for adults. But like my little one, like I might give it to him on like a Sunday, like once or twice a month. Then the doctor said I can give him more, but like I said, I'm just always very wary of having to increase the dosage, so I try not to rely on it too much for me or for them. But I can't remember. I ordered it online and then I took it and it was sitting in the refrigerator and I gave it to my son because I was like, these ain't doing nothing for me. It might do something for you because like I said, the first couple of times I was like, ooh, yeah, it's nice. And I didn't want to have to take like 10. One gummy should do it. And it wasn't. It was up to like 2 and I was like, there's too many, left in these bags. Because I'm not a smoker. Like I was like always that straight and narrow kid that it was funny because all my friends smoked, but I just didn't, I tried, but it just the one time I tried to smoke with an ex, it was too much of a chore. And I was like, eh. And then I was kind of glad I didn't because, some of those habits can get costly. But, now that it's legal, we can dabble in a little THC and it's okay. You do it at home before our bedtime. I'm not trying to be high. I just want to be relaxed. Like, I don't want to go crazy. Number 4, address worries as soon as you can and let go of things you can't control. We talked about that earlier. Number 5, spend time with people you care about. Yes, because being around the right people is crucial. Now, this one is a little bit longer, and hopefully you guys can see it, but if you can't, I'm going to read through it as quickly as I can. So this is the best ways of coping with stress. So number 1 is identify unhealthy coping mechanisms. So we go through social withdrawal, oversleeping, overeating, sweet or fatty foods, mindlessly watching TV without caring about what you watch. We're going to just stop on that one. That because I do YouTube as something on the side, and then I also try to watch, have some time for myself or something that I'm not recapping or reviewing or doing a watch list for, just something that doesn't involve YouTube. Sometimes I will find myself sitting there and be like, rewinding it one time, rewinding it a second time, and then it's like, let's just turn off the TV because we're not even retaining this. Like it's just literally on to be on, and I'm not one of those people. Like I don't like the TV to be on just to be on. Like if I'm not watching it, we don't need it. Just turn it off. Using medication to relax you, smoking, drinking too much alcohol, and taking out stress on others. Example, in arguments or furious outbursts. Now we don't have outbursts, but No, one is more than enough the first time I ate one. I don't know, child. So, see, it was the CBD. It wasn't the other one with the THC. The CBD one was the one that I had to take more, and that's what I've been told with the THC. Is it is one other person I got it from was like, take a half because you just trying to sleep. Take a half to start with, and that worked. And then I built up to taking a whole one, but now I'm looking for, even though it's telling me I shouldn't be using medication to relax you, but it's herbal. Herbal. Now I'm looking for something to like relax me when I'm awake. So the ashwagandha does help sometimes, and but I've increased dosage in that one too. Number two is be physically active. Dance to your favorite song. Walk to the store instead of driving. Walk your dog or borrow someone else's for half an hour. These are their suggestions. I don't recommend you borrow somebody's dog to walk their dog. Like, that's not necessary. You could just walk by yourself. Anywho, take the stairs every time there's an option. Find an exercise buddy and go to classes together. Now, me and my best friend were going to do meditation once upon a time, and we stopped doing that. But it's hard because I don't have a lot of Saturdays off, and it was Saturday morning, so that kind of got out of the way. But the physical is important. I try to do as much as I can, but I'm trying to, like, my little one will just have to be my walking buddy. Just walk with me. Number three, build and maintain relationships. Ooh, Lord. This about to be for me, but we're not even going to get into my personal business. Ask a colleague to lunch, call, text, or email an old friend to catch up. That's hard because I had one of my friends reach out to me. I have, a couple of friends that keep an eye on your girl, and check in. But a friend that I had been meaning to reach out to, that I went to high school with, that we built a connection and we started to get a better connection. And then I kind of pull back because I was going through some personal things, and I'm like, I don't really want to talk about it. And that's my friend that I'll be like oversharing with. So I'm like, I can't talk to her and not like be specific about what's going on. So I kind of pull back, but I'm gonna get better. Invite your exercise buddy for a walk and chat. Schedule weekly meetups with at least one friend. We can start small. If it's once a month, we can do that. But I know I have to get back to interacting with people that's not like on a phone basis, because like I just, yeah. Get to know new people by signing up for an evening class or joining a club. Consider volunteer work, which not only counteracts loneliness, but also you give back to the world in a way that's profoundly satisfying. Now, that I agree with. And I think because usually my older one, when he was in school, he was in private school, but I think they do it in the public schools too. When he was in middle school, he had to do community service, and then high school. So I'm thinking my thought process is going to be the same thing for my 15-year-old, who just came in to get the charger, that he may have to do some community service. So I may, hop out there with them, because I don't have much time, but I'm going to make some time, because sometimes when the kids are doing things, it's like you're going to have to make the time to do what they need to do. So that might be a way for me to get back into the community. Yeah, I have chamomile tea. I'm not a tea person. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I'm more of a coffee girl, and I don't really like tea. But I do have my kids like tea, which is weird. So I have green tea. I have green tea with peach. I have mint tea. I got chamomile tea. I got a whole little thing full of tea. The one thing I don't have, which is why I was laughing, which I decided to do this immune and stress one, because I was like, well, immune system stress, this will work, is tea for my throat. I got tummy tea. I got blends. I got, me and tea. It's there. I just have to drink it. But this weekend, I've been drinking more tea. I haven't drank coffee since I was at work, which is good. And I've cut out I usually do 2 cups of coffee, 1 cup of coffee in the morning and 1 cup at night. And I have cut out the nighttime coffee. So I was give myself a little pat on the back for that. Yeah, I get it. And I'm trying to, like, I do have friends and I could get out there. Part of it is financial and not wanting to really spend the money, but some things, is just like inviting people over and just, having a glass of wine or just talking. And I have to put myself back out there. The most interaction I've been getting is YouTube. I did, do some little girl trips and happy hours and stuff during the summer. And then I the end of summer, I started to go through some personal things, and then September. And so trying to work through some difficult things that I don't really want to talk about. And once hopefully I get through that with the resolution that I want, I will put myself back out there. Do you? It's it's okay. And the funny thing is, I was like, oh, I couldn't stand coffee. And my parents were like, oh, when you start working, you'll be drinking coffee. And I'm like, I've been working all of these years and don't drink coffee. I don't think I started drinking coffee till I was in like my 30s. And I'm not like a coffee drinker. I'm like, give me like a flavored coffee, like give me like a caramel macchiato coffee, and I'm gonna get some caramel macchiato creamer and put some sugar in it. It's gonna be a little bit of coffee flavor. But that I got into that, and that has carried me through the last like 10, 15 years. And I've been off the tea. I've been off the teas except for when I was pregnant or when I'm sick, but I'm trying to replace the night coffee with the night tea. So we gonna see again. Then green tea is supposed to be really, really good for you too. Number 4 is change your attitude, baby. Whoo, talk about my attitude. Think positive thoughts and say positive things. I've already told you we had a whole thing about negative thoughts and self-love. So that's one that I'm working on a daily basis. Stop overthinking every single thing. Another thing that I am so guilty of. Set worry periods. Only allow yourself to stress out for a short period of time, a day instead of a whole day long. Now that might be something I take into consideration. Like you got 15 minutes to be in your feelings and then get over it. Deliberately reframe life's challenges. Ask yourself what opportunities they might present. Make a gratitude list. What are you thankful for? I have a gratitude journal. I have to get back to that. And sometimes it's very repetitive, but it just makes you aware. I told you what I've been doing lately is when I wake up, I'll say I'm grateful. Sometimes I might just say I'm grateful and that's it. And sometimes, I might elaborate, whether it's verbally or in my head, what exactly I'm grateful for. Engage in active problem solving. Find lessons. Put your problems into perspective. Will you really care about the present difficulty in a month or a year? That's a good point. Avoid perfectionism. Set yourself realistic, practical goals. And we have talked about imposter syndrome and perfection in one of my pre-recorded videos. I should try to put that in this one once this one is ready to go up. But yeah, that perfectionism, it will get you every time. And I get wanting to do your best because I try to tell my kids to do your best, but you don't want to obsess over it where every single little thing has to be perfect, because you'll make yourself crazy and it's not even necessary. My tea's getting cold. The air is kicking up. It's cold in here. It's cold in here. Turn the air on, turn the air off, turn the air off. Just a Kindle. I like iced coffee. I remember the smell of coffee in the house when I was younger because my parents drank black coffee and used a percolator. Yeah. Yeah. My dad loves a cup of black coffee. I think they have a percolator now. I don't think they had a percolator then. They have evolved in their coffee drinking. Now they're very hoity-toity. Now those are some coffee drinkers. I could not drink a cup of black coffee if I tried, okay? But yeah, they are some for real, for sure, coffee drinkers. I'm like a novelty, like give me a frappuccino, a macchiato, or more that's more my lane. I'm not a serious coffee drinker. Number 5 is develop a stress relief toolkit. Walk in a naturally beautiful setting, meditate, interact with an animal, book yourself a massage, watch a comedy, contact one of your best friends, keep a journal, make a cup of herbal tea. We were just talking about tea. Last two, have a hot bath with relaxing essential oils and read a good book. I have been getting back to my reading. I read well, I've been listening on Audible, but it's reading nonetheless. The Other Black Girl before I watched the series, and now I'm listening to Black Cake before, because they're gonna have a series for that on Hulu also in November, I believe. So I'm trying to catch up on that because I've mentioned before the Bell Perspective. She has Black Lituations, her book club, and so that's the next book that they're going to be talking about in the book club before the series comes out. So I'm trying to get there. And I have a bunch of stuff on there. And then it's so funny because I was telling her that the Audible, they had one for like $15.99, and I had it for a while. You get free points a month. You get a bunch of perks, but I'm like, this is a lot of money. So I downgraded to another one where you don't really get the points like that. And they just freaking sent me something. As soon as I said this to her and went on the reading journey, they're like, get 3 months of premium for half the price. I was like, okay, because that's what I'm paying for the other one anyway. So I can do more reading. I gotta get on it in the next 3 months so I can get my points. Oh, do you talk to a therapist for that? Because yeah, I don't even look. I don't even have an answer for that one, Kendall. I don't have. I mean, no, I don't. I'm not even gonna lie and say. Massages do work, especially deep tissue ones, because I also love my speed. Yes, 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 yes. No, you don't. You don't talk to a therapist about it. It might help. It might give you some like, I don't know. Maybe I'll research it for you. I might have to start researching some topics, because typically for me, like when I do Pajama Sundays, I talk about things that I can relate to, so I can speak from a certain point of view, and not sound like I'm putting on and telling you something I don't have nothing about. Like, before I get off here, I was going to mention it. Like, this month is breast cancer awareness month. So, I post about that on my community tab, my Instagram page, and, stuff like that. Haven't done the breast cancer walk in a few years. I know, shame on me. So I talk about that, but I was like, when I did a pre-recorded, that like got the very least amount of views. So I had thought about incorporating it in with this particular Pajama Sundays, but I mean, we kind of touched on it because stress will affect your body, but I just decided to not do one for that. And Tamika just did her self-care Saturday, so she did domestic abuse, breast cancer awareness, and sickle cell awareness. So yeah, but somebody else had given me a topic idea, and I was like, I have to look into that. And I was like, I really have to look into it, because the topic she gave me, I'm like, I don't know that I can relate to this necessarily. So I'm like, I'm gonna do my research and get back to it. So I may not get to, actually, I know I'm not gonna get to it this year, but maybe I'll research a little OCD and see what I can find. Because I think a therapist can give you like some things that you can use for that. I don't know if you can get rid of it altogether, but any little bit that you can do is always helpful. Oh, let me see something. What's the difference between hmm. Sorry, y'all. I just decided to start pressing buttons because okay, okay. Yeah, that could work too. Which one was I in? I was in this one. Was it this one? No, it wasn't this one. Look, see, now I'm playing around. There we go. I just noticed it was different layouts, and I decided to start pressing buttons. Oh gosh. Okay. Pardon me before we get to our affirmations and end this thing. I just wanted to go over energy takers versus energy givers. And we want to get away from the red ones and go towards the green ones because these things are also going to help with our stress level. So the energy takers are people pleasing. We've talked about that before. Too much screen time and social media. We've discussed that. Definitely must take a break. Fear, doubt, stressing. Talked about those today. And then the last one, overthinking. Ooh, child. Clutter and mess. Got a little organization to do up in here. Dehydration, not eating enough, junk food, overworking, no exercise, sitting for too long, living in the past, living mindlessly or on autopilot, or setting unrealistic goals. So those are our energy takers and the things that we need to try to get away from. Like I said, just going through a couple of these, like people pleasing, that was a thing when I was younger because that's what I was raised to do. Screen time we're gonna work on, fear, doubt, and stress, overthinking, absolutely, clutter and mess, because yes, absolutely. Dehydration, because your girl needs to get her water. Not eating enough, now that's never been a problem. Junk food, yeah. Overworking, no exercise, yeah. So some of these your girl needs to work on too. And these are all the things that take your energy and add to your stress level. So our energy givers are sunlight, nourishing food, exercise, water slash hydration, fresh air, music. Yes, yes, yes. Prayer or meditation, deep breaths. Always got to stop and take those. Love and intimacy. Okay. Meaningful connections, self-care, positive affirmations, proper rest slash sleep, mindfulness, art and creativity, and living in the present moment. Ciao. A whole word. Yes. Woosah. Always. I tell my little 8-year-old sometimes, I'm like, Jules, like, really, go crisscross applesauce. Go sit and take some deep cleansing breaths because you all, yeah. And I understand, like, they have a lot of the weight on their bro when they're in school. And my kids are really, really good and really, really quiet in school. So, they're just a whole different group of children. And then when they get home, they're like, ah! And I get that they have to release, but I'm like, you got to calm it down and regulate these emotions. I keep saying I'm going to try to get the little one in. He wanted to go into wrestling or boxing or something like that. I'm like, karate, I got to get him in something where he's able to get it out and he can regulate it because, yeah, it's something that we all need. Let me have another little sip or tea. Make sure you guys have hit the like button if you haven't already. We're going to get into our positive affirmations. And talk about what I got going on, and then we can get out of here. I'm going to put this up really quickly, but I'm probably going to have to take it back down because I think it's going to block the affirmations. When I was doing pre-recorded, I was doing affirmation of the day. But since I'm on here, if I only find one to, go over with you guys, and then we do one. But if not, and I've got a list. We do the list because maybe you might be like, no, Kira, that one ain't it. No, that one ain't it. So I'm going to give you guys a list. Hey, Sierra, thank you for joining us. Okay, sounds good. Hashtag replay game. You always so supportive. I appreciate you so much. And I know everybody's got something going on, and I don't know. You guys can let me know on this video, or you guys can let me know on other videos, anything on the community tab. Like if this time is working for you guys, if you guys want me to do like a little bit later. Earlier is not gonna happen. I'm gonna play I ain't even gonna play myself, but if you guys would prefer it later in the day, I could do it later in the day. If that's better for some people. But I know like sometimes like when I do the Saturday sip, that's way too late because I got a certain group of people that watching the replay and they're like, girl, I be asleep. It's late. So, but I like to do my Saturday sips late. But these, I would like to do them in the morning, but Sunday is my, so we want to, if the 3:45 is not good and we want to move it back to maybe like 4 or 5, that's possible. That's not too late for me. And then that still gives me time to do the rest of the things that I need to do. But let's see. I think this should be my last slide. If I did. Oh, okay. You do like this time. I'll see what everybody else said. That's why, because to me, I'm like, it's, it's not early, but it's not like super duper late. It's like the middle of the day. What time Tamika does hers at? 3? Still have at 3? Yeah. So I was trying to go around this time, but you guys, let me know. Oh, actually, I can leave this up here because I think that you'll still be able to read them with that there. I just have to find it on my phone because, like I said, I don't want to start messing around with the screen and make the screen bigger and then I can't see everything I need to see. So we're going to read it off my phone. So if you see me looking away, it's same thing that you guys have on the screen. It's 12 positive affirmations for stress relief. Number 1, I will not stress over things I cannot control. We've talked about that. My therapist talks to me about that. And sometimes you just have to take a step back and be like, not that it's not that serious, but sometimes it's something that you just really can't do nothing about or can't do nothing about at that very moment. So release it. Number 2, I control my stress. My stress does not control me. Okay. 3, I allow myself to take breaks. Moms, not moms, women in general, because we just overdo. Give yourself a break. 4, I am doing my very best. And you might have to repeat that one to yourself a couple times during the day when life is lifing. And that's nice and short but sweet. Number 5, I have survived every difficulty. Amen. Okay. Number 6, I always come out on top. You have to think about that. That's a thing that I kind of, when I start to stressing, because I am a stress ball, baby, okay? A lot of times I have to think, it's like you're worried about if things are going to happen in your time, and it ain't your time, it's the Lord's time. They tell you most of the time, and that is kind of what it is. Like you need it to happen by a certain time in your head, and it doesn't, and I get worried, but it's like, most of the time it does always work out. But even sometimes when I tell myself that, it's a struggle. Number 6 is I always come out on top. Number 7, I believe everything will work out for me. Hi. Hello. Number 8, I am strong. I don't mind strong. Sometimes I don't feel like being strong. I know I told you guys I cannot stand that word, resilience. Ugh. I mean, I'm aspiring to live the soft life. Number 9, it's okay for me to ask for help. It's okay for me to ask for help. Just in case y'all needed to hear it 2 times, like I needed to hear it 2 times. Number 10, I take things one moment at a time, not two, not three, just one. Number 11, it's okay for me to make mistakes, and we will, and we learn from them. And lastly, for number 12, I choose peace of mind today. Okay? Amen. Gotta always choose peace of mind. I'm going to take this down. I'm going to leave these up for a little bit longer if you guys want to look at them, but I'm going to take the banner down on out of the way, or at least attempt to take it down. There we go. 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 Yeah. Another tea break, y'all. Oh, you know what I can? I'm going to take this down and put up my other little. This is for. I think I'll just be hitting it the wrong way sometimes. Anybody that's coming through on the replay can leave a comment, drop an emoji, hit a hashtag replay, whatever. Just let me know you stopped by. You, Kendall. I always try to find ones that's relating to the topic that I want to talk about, but if not, affirmations are affirmations. Okay, so we're just giving that positive energy. Like I said, I got a gabillion screenshots on my phone. I got stuff in Pinterest. I got books. Because I be trying to reprogram this brain too. Okay, try to get it together. I'm gonna take this one down and just chat with you guys for a quick second. We're coming up on an hour, so I'm just gonna try to keep it under. And it's 4:44. I have to look up what that means. Jay-Z 444. What does 444 mean? I'm so curious. I am into angel numbers, you guys. I've just gone on like this spiritual journey, just trying to get off as much negative energy as I can and kind of leaning into that spiritual side. Is just where I've been at lately. This was not somebody that I've been. It was in me, but it's not somebody I've been before. So now I'm, leaning into that and trying to take what I can take. Where's my angel numbers? I know I have one here for angel numbers. And now I can't find it. Am I in the wrong thing? No. Mental health. Self-care. Oh, here we go. Angel numbers. What does 444 mean? Oh, 444 is protection. The universe and your spiritual guides are protecting you. That's good to know. I looked up at the right one at the right time. Okay. Yes. I love Pinterest, and sometimes I go on there and it's like you go down a rabbit hole. I'm only looking up recipes because I'm always looking for something different because my kids don't seem to get sick of eating the same thing every time. But sometimes like I want to make a different recipe, and sometimes it's a two thumbs up, and sometimes it's like, well, I won't make that again. So I'll be in there for recipes. I'll be on there for affirmations, angel numbers, chakras, anything mental health related. Sometimes the movie, because I do have movies and series stuff on my Pinterest page too, but I'll be on Pinterest like looking at house stuff because I'm like manifesting this house. I'm gonna get this house, y'all. Yes. Yes, I have a whole little thing for that because the number that I've been seeing lately a lot this year is 222, and 222 is alignment. So it says you were in the right place at the right time. So I'm like, okay, all right. I'm just getting a lot of 222s lately. 222s, and was it 333s? 222s, definitely. 222s and 333s. I forgot what 333 was, and I just closed it out. Angel numbers. I think I want to do one next year. I probably won't do angel numbers because y'all be like, what? But I may do I'll push Pajama Sundays on like yoga and chakras or something. That's also it's this journey that I've been on. in the last year when I went to meditation. The lady's like, "You have a purple aura." I had to go look and see what the heck I meant. And I had my head wrap on that one. I says, my friend, maybe it's just my head wrap is just giving us, royalty and crowns. And I had to go look up what the purple aura meant. Yes, I'm trying to, and that's why I'm trying to stop with the negative thoughts and the negative words and stuff, because I don't want to get into my personal life, but it's been it's been a journey. We'll just leave it at that. It's something I have to work through. 333 is support. Your spiritual guides are around you, sending you love, support, and guidance. So I've seen a lot of within the last couple of months, 333 and 222, but those two. So we're working on that. So let me just give you guys what I have going on with my channel before I get out of here. So Friday night, we did our last Ready to Love panel. Shayna MCD, me, D Movie Man, The Bell Perspective. It was on D Movie Man's channel, but he did allow us to put it on ours. So it's on my channel if you guys are interested in checking that out. Going forth, we will have another panel definitely for Married to Medicine, maybe something else. But if you keep your notifications on. That was Friday. Saturday, since I knew I was doing my Pajama Sundays today, Saturday I did my Love is Blind live for episodes 8 and 9. If you guys are watching, this season is a ish show, and it's just like, this the one I have to pick to go. I should have done that last one. That last one was on the money, but this one is like, but I'm sticking to it. The season's almost over. The lives allowed me to get it done and interact with you guys. I was hoping I would get more people on a Saturday than a Sunday. It ain't turn out that way. So next week, there is no Pajama Sundays. You can always check the community tab for affirmations and little niceties I put for every Sunday. You could check for that. You can go back and read some old ones. But next Sunday will be Love is Blind, episode 10. So we can see what's happening with the people. Tomorrow, now I'm supposed to go apple picking with my child, y'all. We're going to see how that turns out. But I'm also going to try to get up for you guys pre-recorded of episodes 6 through 10 of The Other Black Girl for you guys that watch 1 through 5 and want to see the rest of that. And then just keep your notifications on and check the community tab. I have a Saturday sip next Saturday coming up. One more for the month. The community tab. Also, like I said, Pajama Sundays, which is today for the month. Saturday sips 2 this month, and my watch list. The other stuff I don't really give you a schedule for because, sometimes I have to make adjustments. So that's like, just leave your community tab on. But I've been trying to put more things up on Instagram, Facebook. Hey, Tamika. What is... Okay, no. Yeah. Pressing buttons. I don't know what I did there. That's what I was trying to press. It's just, thank you for coming through. No, yeah, I know everybody has things to do. That, so I was asking if Kendall said this time works for her. If this was like a good time or not. Yeah. So check. What was I saying? Check the community tab. Keep your notifications on. As I'm always trying to update you guys as to what's going on. Look, I'm trying to find all my little buttons now because I be sitting here fighting for my life. Looking for all the things on StreamYard. I am learning. I am getting there. Okay. So I hope you guys. I hope you all have a good day, and I gave you some positive vibes to go into your week, and I will see you in the next one.